I remember the day that I launched my Etsy store, and I was so excited because I felt I had really identified a niche. It was called Pickler Triangles. We sold kids toys, and I've sold this brand since then. Uh, but I remember feeling very validated because it just took off like a rocket. And I don't know if you've had that experience before. We had a few products like that over the years that they just took off, you know. And I remember feeling so validated, but then so terrified, sitting at the dining room table crying with my wife, going, "Oh my gosh, how are we going to make all these orders?" Because when I added up the time, it was going to take me 2 weeks to make the orders that were supposed to ship out in like the next few days. Um, yeah. So over time, building a multi-million dollar business on Etsy, I became increasingly terrified by relying on Etsy for all of my sales. Our website. I had a website pretty early on. I have a digital marketing background, and I had a website pretty early on, but it was only selling, maybe $1,000 a week, $1,500 a week, something like that. Which for some businesses that's great. For us, that's like a third of a day or less. So I had to figure out how to make sales. We were driving traffic to our website from Facebook, from Google, but I just wasn't getting the conversion rates that we were seeing on Etsy. Now, Etsy is going to have higher conversion rates in general, but I wasn't seeing anything exciting until I installed a widget on our website that um, allowed us to share our reviews from Etsy onto our website. And it was a lightning strike moment for me because from that moment, I literally from the experience, and I had the experience of installing a widget like this, not as good as this, like this, and our sales instantly doubling overnight. I mean, just it was it was a lightning strike moment because they instantly doubled, and we just continued to grow from there to where in our last year of business before we sold, Etsy and our website were pretty much neck and neck. And we grew on Etsy every year that we were on it. So, I had the experience like that. I decided to work with my one of my close friends and create this widget for you. It's called the TrustWidget. Our company is called Share My Stars. We have a lot of products in the pipeline that mostly have to do with reviews, but especially conversion rate optimization for small businesses. And this is what the widget does. It hovers on your site. There's going to be some new options in the future, like a carousel. But I would strongly encourage you to to install this thing on your website as soon as you possibly can. You get 7 days for free, and just watch what happens. Especially if you're someone who's driving traffic to your website, watch what happens. Um, it hovers. This is fully customizable. Every single color in this widget is customizable. The font automatically recognizes the font in your website. So it's going to look branded. It's going to look nice in your website because it's going to look like you. It's going to look like it was meant to be there. So it hovers on your website. You can click on it. It's going to show your reviews. It's going to show the pictures from your reviews. It's all anonymous, but you do have this verified buyer portion here, which is true and amazing because it's something that's happening automatically in the background of Etsy, but now you're able to use this widget on your website. All this text is customizable. We found that putting an offer in some of this text is really helpful to drive those coupon codes that you probably would like people to use. So it's pretty simple. If you are receiving this email, it's coming from me. If you're receiving this through a contact form, this is coming from me directly. My name's Ross Hill, one of the co-founders and the co-inventor of the Trust Widget, and I really look forward to speaking with you. So I hope you have a great rest of your day and talk to you soon.